good to see you. How are you?
Yeah. What the hell are you doing down here? We're rolling? Okay. Yeah, we're here at the Chatham Lighthouse Beach, and it's a brisk morning in the fall, but beautiful light, got a little bit of cloud cover. Just bumped into some photography, friends of mine, kind of exchanged some pleasantries. That was nice. So we're shooting the sunrise, right? Like many. I see photographers to my left, photographers to my right. They're people with tripods, big cameras, big lenses. And this is typically what, they come to look at. People take their camera out, take great pains to set it up, long lens, and then they shoot a little tiny sun popping up over the horizon. They shoot the sun, and within a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they're gone. I mean, that was the shot. I no disrespect to those of you that like sunrise and sunset photography, but just shooting the sun popping up and down over the horizon or under the horizon is not really my cup of tea. And you can kind of see from the screen, it's not bad, but the sun is going to be just so tiny in the frame, right? So the only thing that we can do with a phone is go optical, 0.5, 1, 3. Here's the telephoto. That's kind of a nice shot. That's not bad. Nice sky. But again, it doesn't really do that much for me. For some of you looking at this video, you're going, oh man, that looks like freaking awesome. Okay, yeah, but I feel like I need something in the foreground, something that's a little more interesting. So I'm gonna pull back from this basic sun coming up over the water and go back into the sand dunes, find something interesting that gives me some frame to get into the shot. You'll follow me, I'll show you what I mean in a minute. And we can compare the difference between just shooting a raw sunrise with no foreground and a sunrise with something interesting in the foreground. Stay tuned. This isn't really quite the shot, but I don't know, John, can you actually see my screen? So we pull back just a little bit. We're scrambling because the light is coming up. To me, this is a little more interesting, even though the foreground is dark, the beach and the grass, but again, it allows framing and a path for the eye to get to the sunrise. It really looks quite lovely. We'll shoot it in vertical and horizontal mode. Might as well shoot a 3x while we're here. Do the same thing. Change it. This isn't the shot that I'm talking about. That shot is coming up, but we're going to shoot this on the way. Let's go. So we're still scrambling to catch a little bit of light, but I'm going to go low. And the reason that I'm going to go low is so that I can get the beach fence in the foreground, which I think provides kind of a little more interesting. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that really looks nice. Look at all the great colors, and then you have the beach fence, strong vertical lines up and down. We have a little hint of greenery in here, and that honestly just makes a much nicer, more pleasant, lyrical, poetic type of shot rather than just water, sun poking or peeking up over the horizon and sky. It's preference, it's a personal preference. If you don't mind, I am going to go off tripod now, and get some more exaggerated angles. Oh yeah, that looks so nice. All right, that was really pretty cool. You can kind of see we're sort of losing the sun behind the clouds. It's pretty funny. I don't know if you can see it, John, but I mean, you can see all the photographers on the horizon, all the tripods, long lenses, big cameras. A lot of activity out here right now, and rightly so. The sky is just purple and blue and amber and orange, and it's really, really lovely. You know, we've sort of lost the sun, but a lot of times when you're shooting sunrise like this, and you can do it in reverse if that's the case, sunset, a lot of times you just want to shoot where the sun is not in the shot. Now, it really doesn't matter because it's not going to, you know, it's behind the clouds. But if you just kind of turn your camera like 45 degrees off the axis of the sun either way so that it's not in the frame, it's a more manageable dynamic range for the scene. So the dynamic range of the scene is going to fall within the dynamic range of the sensor, and when that happens, it just looks beautiful. And you still have a sense of sunrise and beginnings and morning without actually including the sun in the shot. I actually like this almost a little more. Wow, that is just so nice. So nice. Love the colors. Beautiful. Pretty cool. Thing is about sunrise, you got to work like crazy fast. I mean, you know, the sun is gone now, it's behind the clouds, but you probably have about a 5-minute window. That sun pokes up over the horizon, boom, 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 boom. Got to shoot, not think, not overthink it. You just got to shoot, shoot, shoot through it. Remember, shoot now, edit later. Don't be looking at your stuff. Don't be judging whether you got it in focus or not. Shoot, 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 and then later in the day, decide which one is your best. I'm going to keep shooting.